Hey guys, welcome back to Chev and Dev.
And today is a very, very special day in Thailand. It's Songkran. So Songkran is the Thai New Year, and it usually happens over a series of 4 or 5 days. And this year it's a little bit sad because unfortunately the water festivals are cancelled for the second year in a row, but that doesn't mean that the festivities have stopped completely.
So normally during this time there's a big festival throughout Thailand where they actually have a water festival. They spray water, everybody goes and swims and they spray water on each other on the streets. It's an amazing festival that you don't want to miss, but unfortunately, as Cheval said, this year it's cancelled. That is because of the COVID-19 regulations that people are not allowed to have this water festival and these water fights.
We have come to Tapai Gate. We are currently in Chiang Mai, and this is where all the festivities are happening. So right now it's actually midday, so it's really, really hot, and it seems like the streets are quite quiet. But we're gonna come back tonight and show you the celebrations that are about to happen.
So we can see behind us that they are setting up for like a mini festival where they're gonna teach us all about what Songkran is, what it means. And obviously because we're in the north of Thailand, there are a lot of northern tribes. So they're gonna teach us about the food and the clothes and everything about those northern tribes. So we will make sure to come back later so we can check that out.
Let's go take a look at what it looks like right now. Busy streets, there's a giant Starbucks, and then this is Tapai Gate, where it looks like lots and lots of people are preparing for tonight's festivities.
Tapai Gate is actually a famous landmark in Chiang Mai because it is one of the big gates that centers around the central square where the moat is, and they always have festivities around this area at Tapai Gate every year or whenever there's any festival or celebration. Setting up this big stage behind me where they're going to have a big celebration. I'm sure there will be music and there will probably be a talk, or they will give some information about this festival. They're already playing some traditional Thai music in the north of Thailand. They play this kind of music, which is very loud, so I hope you can hear me. But we cannot wait to come here later. I'm sure this area will be buzzing with people and everybody will be sitting in the chairs that are very well spread out because of the social distancing measures that we have. So we cannot wait to see this place, and I'm sure it's going to be lit up. It's already so bright and colorful with all the flags and flowers around.
So today is the 13th of April, and this is the activity schedule for Songkran. So it's 725-year anniversary of the Songkran Festival in Chiang Mai, and this is the whole activity schedule. So they do a lot of stuff for Songkran, but of course they normally do the water fight, and then this year they do other traditional things, which I'll tell you about right now. So today's the 13th, so they're going to do a distribution of 9,725 bottles of holy water in the celebration of the 725 year of foundation. And then these are all the temples that this celebration is going to be held at. Of course, they're all around this area, and then the place that we're at is Tapai Gate, and then they've got all the other temples here listed. And then they're going to do they always do a beauty pageant when they have a festival. I don't know why, but that's just what they do. And then they're going to do an offerings, they're going to do the opening ceremony, which will be held here. This is what they're going to be demonstrating a little bit later on, so we'll make sure to show you that later on. So they're going to do some traditional offerings, blessings. They're going to show us how to make some ornaments, flowers, perfume, candles, all that kind of stuff. So seems pretty interesting. So it's about 5 p.m. now and we've just returned back to the Pai Gate.
And already we can see it's a little bit more vibey, a lot more people are coming. Obviously, because it's late afternoon, it's a little bit cooler, so we cannot wait for the festivities to begin. It's already getting a little bit lit up with some of the lights and the music's already starting to build up as well. So yeah, we're really excited to see what happens this evening.
Actually, we're saying like it's starting to build up and there's lots of people. In normal time, it's absolutely crazy. There are millions and millions of people in this area and now it is so quiet. It's really, really quiet. It's not like how it used to be before.
So normally the biggest party during Songkran Festival is at this Pai Gate. So this is what it looks like now. And this is what it normally looks like. But I'm so glad that we can still celebrate in some way and still see some of the culture and festivities at this time.
So we've just took a 4-minute drive to one of the temples that are nearby. I think this is actually Chiang Mai Art and Cultural Center. And I just wanted to show you the road is absolutely empty. I mean, the temple is behind us over here. And it is really, really sad to see that it's so quiet. So we're going to take a little walk around and show you what it's like after COVID. I mean, you would not see any floor in normal time without COVID. This whole space would be crawling with people, crawling with water guns, people fighting, having little water fights. And now it is totally empty. I mean, it's beautiful, but yeah, it's really sad to see.
I'm so glad that they still put out decorations and flowers.
I mean, it's
and all
so
the
beautifully decorated.
It's so beautiful, but it feels sad. You're right.
There's not a single person here. It's actually really sad. So the most important feature of Songkran is you actually go home for Songkran. You go to your hometown, the place that you were born, and the most important thing is to spend time with your family. And I definitely think that's what people have done. I think maybe Chiang Mai is where people come to work and people come to study, but not necessarily, this is not necessarily their hometown. So maybe that's why Chiang Mai is so quiet right now.
So where are we going now?
We're actually at Wat Chedi Luang, and it's the most beautiful temple that was actually destroyed by an earthquake, I don't know, a couple of 100 years ago. But it's so stunning and we've come to check it out because most people come here to visit the Buddha and to pray for Songkran, so we wanted to see if there's anybody here, but it doesn't look promising. It still looks really, really quiet. Wow, don't you think it's beautiful?
Absolutely beautiful. So Wat Chedi Luang is actually one of our favorite temples in Chiang Mai that we love to come and visit. And it's actually 80 meters tall, and like Cheval said, it was destroyed in an earthquake. We researched, it was in the 1500s, which is crazy. And there's actually an emerald Buddha inside the temple, which obviously we cannot see, but just from the outside, it's so beautiful. We've been in Thailand since the beginning of last year, and because of COVID-19 we didn't have Songkran last year or this year, which is really sad. So please, can you tell us in the comments below what your best memories or what happened when you came to Thailand before last year, before this crazy pandemic. Please tell us your stories, what happened, because we still haven't had the chance to see it in its prime.
So now we are at Wat Prasing, which is our last stop before we head back to Tapai Gate. And it's actually a lot more busy, it's a lot more happening right now. And it's actually really, really nice to see some people. We know that in Thailand, the Thai people are so good at staying at home, not breaking the rules. They just stay in, they don't go out, they don't party. And it's amazing to see that they've come out to celebrate a little bit, even though we can't celebrate to the full amount.
What we're doing is just going from temple to temple, driving around, because each place has a different set of festivities, but it's just so beautiful to see everybody come out and celebrate.
They're also so welcoming to us, even though we are not Thai, we are not Buddhist. Nobody ever shuts us away, tells us to go away. They're all welcome. Say, come and have a look. And it's actually really amazing to celebrate with them, with everybody.
So respectful,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
it's amazing.
We're so grateful and lucky to be here during this time.
So we are back at the Pai Gate, and like we said before, everywhere is just quiet and sad, and unfortunately that is the Songkran update from us this year. Hopefully next year we're looking for a much better outcome. We know that the COVID situation is still continuing. It's still really, really unfortunate for most of the world, and that includes Thailand. Even though we have very, very few cases, the cases seem to increase more and more and more each day. Slowly but surely, we hope to get rid of it soon as possible.
So thank you so much for watching our experience in Songkran this year, and I hope that it brings back some memories for you if you've been in Thailand, and I hope that those of you who've never been, hope that you come next year and we can have an amazing Songkran Festival together. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like this video and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.